Finally, The Dream, Chapter 25 of Holographic Multiverse. Today we're diving deep into Chapter 25, and guys, this one hit me differently. It's called Finally, The Dream, and honestly, when I first read it, I thought it was just about someone finally getting some sleep after 6 brutal nights of insomnia. But man, was I wrong. This chapter is so much more than that. The breaking point that changes everything. So picture this. Our main character hasn't slept in 6 days. 6 days. Can you imagine? I can barely function after 1 bad night's sleep, let alone 6. But here's the crazy part. Instead of breaking him down completely, this torture actually transforms him into something stronger. He wakes up at dawn, absolutely destroyed physically. But something's shifted inside him. He's not the same person anymore. All that fear about death, all that anxiety, it's like he's faced his demons head-on and come out the other side with this incredible acceptance. He literally says he doesn't care if he lives for an hour or 80 years. That's some next-level courage right there. And get this. The moment he reaches this acceptance, he experiences what he calls unprecedented peace in the soul. His dizziness disappears. The stomach pain vanishes. His body is still exhausted, but his spirit? Completely renewed. It's like he's been reborn. The power of conscious breathing. Now here's where it gets really interesting. He goes outside and does something we all do every day without thinking. He breathes. But this isn't just regular breathing. This guy turns it into something almost sacred. He raises his arms up to the sky and breathes in what he calls light and joy, while consciously exhaling all the negative energy. And you know what? He actually feels it working. He describes this hot river of energy flowing through his body, this incredible lightness, like he's floating above the ground. I've tried this myself after reading this chapter, and I'm not gonna lie, there's something to it. When you really focus on your breath like this, when you make it intentional, it changes something inside you. When your mind won't shut up. But here's the thing. Even with all this progress, he's still got one massive problem. His brain won't stop racing. Sound familiar? We've all been there, right? That horrible cycle where your thoughts just keep spinning and spinning, and the more you try to stop thinking, the more you think about thinking. He describes it perfectly. This pressure in his forehead, like his head's about to explode from all the anxious thoughts. And that's when he remembers something he used to do before the insomnia started. Talking to himself. Now, before you think this guy's losing it, stick with me here. The mind-blowing revelation. This is where the chapter absolutely blew my mind. He realizes that when he talks to himself, he's not actually talking to himself at all. He's talking to something bigger. The Creator, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And then he drops this incredible theory that honestly made me pause the audiobook and just sit there for like 10 minutes processing it all. He says, our entire reality, everything we see, touch, feel, it's all like a hologram. Not real in the way we think it is, but more like a projection created by this universal consciousness. And here's the kicker. We're not separate from this Creator. We are the Creator. Just tiny fragments experiencing reality from different angles. Think about it like this. Imagine the Creator is like this massive projector, and each of us is like a small lens within that projector, each showing the movie from a slightly different perspective. We're all watching the same film, but our individual viewpoint makes it unique to us. The gateway to connection. Now here's something that really got me thinking. He figured out that this connection to the Creator doesn't happen in your brain. It happens in your diaphragm. That area right in the center of your body where you feel those deep emotions, where you get that gut feeling about things. He calls it the gate. And when I read that, it clicked. How many times have you felt anxiety as a knot in your stomach, or felt love as warmth in your chest? Our bodies are constantly trying to tell us something, and maybe this guy's onto something about where that communication really happens. Finally, breaking through. So he lies down on his couch and does something incredible. He consciously tries to reconnect with this universal consciousness through his diaphragm, through this gate. And what happens next is beautiful. The racing thoughts start to slow down. That horrible pressure in his head begins to fade. For the first time in 6 days, his mind becomes quiet. Not empty, but peaceful. He stops trying to figure out all those impossible questions about God and infinity and just decides to enjoy life. His whole body relaxes in this way he describes as unusual. Like every cell is finally letting go. The blood flow in his head normalizes. The discomfort melts away. And then he yawns. His eyes get heavy. And just like that, after 6 days of hell, sleep comes naturally. Why this chapter matters. Look, I know some of this might sound pretty out there. Holograms and universal consciousness and talking to the Creator through your diaphragm, I get it. But here's what I think the real message is. Sometimes our worst experiences, our darkest moments, they're not punishments, they're teachers. This guy's insomnia wasn't just random suffering. It was pushing him toward a complete transformation of how he sees reality and his place in it. And that final sleep, it's not just about getting rest. It's about finally understanding that he belongs to something infinite and beautiful, that he's not alone, that he's never been alone. He's part of this incredible cosmic dream that we're all sharing together. What do you think? So that's chapter 25, everyone. Finally, the dream. What did you think? Have you ever had an experience where suffering led to some kind of breakthrough? Or maybe you've tried that conscious breathing technique. Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts on these deeper chapters. And honestly, some of your insights have completely changed how I see these stories. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more chapter analyses. I've got some really intense chapters coming up that I can't wait to share with you. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the mysteries of the holographic multiverse, I invite you to check out my book. You can get your copy right now. Just follow the link in the description below. Your support not only helps me create more content, but also fuels this journey of exploration. Want even deeper access? Join my Patreon for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a free download of my book. As a patron, you'll also receive bonus videos on how I conquered insomnia and anxiety, plus a private 30-minute call with me to explore life's biggest questions together. Don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X for updates, extra content, and mind-expanding discussions. Links are all below. Until next time, keep dreaming, and maybe, just maybe, try talking to the universe today. You might be surprised by what talks back. See you in the next one.